Archer,
Yes.
Carpenter,
Yes.
McElroy,
Yes.
Stottsbury,
Yes.
McKee.
Yes. Dan, anything in public participation?
No, no, sir. We just, I asked, of course, unfortunately, Chet is not able to be here with us tonight, but I just asked Justin and Dave just to stop by and give you a little update about how school has gone thus far and how remote learning went. And be here just to answer any questions that you have.
I'll go first, if you want. I do want to mention, I know they're not here tonight, it's just kind of it is what it is thing, but our students in the grading period, I did share those slides. I believe that Danielle will see that when she goes to make those things. The freshmen were Christian Demmerling and Maya Leach, sophomores Tara Pockets and Joel Radizak, juniors are Julius Kirk and Gage Demmerling, and seniors are Logan Ford and Lady Wisen. Our growth award winners were Evan Dunover as a freshman, Hunter Shaw as a sophomore, Emily Moore, a junior, Hope Sailing, a senior. Great. Our character awards were AJ Seaman and Tara Pockets, so she got two things. Then our IT award was Mr. Sebring, and I know he is in the building, and I guess he could have been in, but I just wanted you to understand maybe why. Back in the summer, we left here with quite a few. It was abrupt, and then we had a lot of incompletes. He came to every summer school. He basically ran summer school with me and Beth and Emma. He was faithful to that. And he recovered over 65, 70 credits with kids this summer. And he really helped out through the pandemic with food. He did a good job. And now he's helping with our credit recovery program currently. And we do not have one kid on Zep Academy that we see. You know, there's a few that we don't see that we're struggling with. But every one of those kids has it. It's because of him diligently being at them and after them. So from pandemic beginning to now, he really stepped up, and I thought that was pretty cool for you to know that. So that's that. Attendance in the first quarter was 92.33. In 3 days of this, or 2 days of this, 2 days. The days are getting messed up. In 2 days of this, our teachers are truly reporting 90% or greater attendance. And they're also reporting the kids we struggled with before we went out, we're still struggling with. Shocking how that works. So I thought that was, but it's been amazingly good in this remote setting. And then I put down just a couple other bullets. The 40 kids for OSHA 10 training got their cards already. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Big. So they have their cards. Beth is in the final stages. We don't want to crow before it's time, but we feel like we're going to get grant funded to offer Lean Six Sigma training to those to kids eventually, which our staff will, it's kind of a train the trainer. We'll have to get some staff trained in that, and then they'll be able to train kids and they'll have Lean Six Sigma, at least that green or yellow belt. I can't honestly tell you that I 100% know the difference right this minute. And then the last thing, we're working with teachers in the schedule, and the schedule's going well. With this 2 hour delay, you know, that's the schedule we're running. So they kind of got a little time in the morning to help themselves a little bit. Also intervene with kids and do some small group stuff first before that 9:55 first class. So that they are happy with with how this is rolling, and I couldn't be happier about the attendance. Clearly, when Dan, we talked way back in March about trying to be seamless. We've done a pretty good job. They've done.
So I got one question. On the phone call tonight, you said when the classes start, you need to be there. So I know in our area, in the last 3 days, we've had power outages, and during school time. So when those kids are not signing into,
We've been able to, they can email her, if they've emailed, we have them even
well,
writing into
sometimes the
there.
internet gives out at the same time.
Yeah, if they tell us it's due to power outage, we're letting that in.
So they're not.
Yeah, as long as we know that's what it was. I mean, we know that that's been an issue, so power outage has been That's happened to, I mean, it's happened to both of us.
Yeah.
There's nothing we, I mean, it's just,
So you want them to send you an email after?
yeah, let us know, hey, I'm trying, man, the power outage whacked me, and as soon as I get back, those kids that are proactive enough to tell us, hey, I'm stuck with the power outage, those aren't the ones we're worried about. It's the ones that are,
Regularity stuff.
right, yeah. And you see, it's kind of funny, you'll see that A with the power outage, and then maybe once that's back on, those kids are the ones coming back. I mean, they're there for 7 years. I know who, but if they're not telling me it's a power outage, I don't necessarily know. The majority of those kids are saying, hey man, I'm stuck, help me out, the power's on. You got a good example right now, truly. The Feldman boys, spotty with internet, Jason's boys. All his work's done, his communication with teachers is spot on, he's not absent. But it doesn't necessarily look perfect. I mean, he's not streaming 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But he's getting it done. I think that's a good thing.
Justin, Daniel had a presentation in here, but I'm not able to open it. Is it your, okay.
Yeah.
It just keeps-
So they can ask questions.
It just keeps saying that I don't have access.
I'll tell you. All right, got it. All right, well, over in our building, a couple bullet points, remote learning update. On November 13th, we sent the 5th and 6th grade students to remote due to COVID quarantine and staff availability. And we also had the junior high basketball team in quarantine as well. On the 17th, we were forced to send the 7th and 8th grade remote due to also a lack of staff. So our 5th and 6th grade teachers had kind of a head start on how it looked for the classroom for the kids and connectivity and presentation. And then the 7th and 8th grade teachers, when I followed up with them their first day after the first block, I don't think they gave themselves enough confidence not knowing what it's going to be. And they were pleasantly surprised that, hey, this prep went pretty well. We only had one kid who didn't show up for one of my classes and so on. So it was really good. Today on a remote day for district-wide went pretty well. For our attendance, real quick, we had 675 kids in the building. We had 69 kids who were absent today. So it was really good for as we thought, Mr. Ledwall mentioned. Then we had at 10:39 a quick internet glitch, and we knew very fast when it went down because our phones in the office started lighting up and people were leaving voicemails. I don't have internet. What happened? So it was only short-lived, but it was a long 6 minutes. Also shared a document with our staff today, this morning, and I asked them to, at the end of the day, kind of reflect on what they did and give one celebration and then one controllable concern they could share with us. And then we shared it so everybody could read it, and then staff also could go back in and give feedback. So someone that's 5th and 6th grade had more experience than a preschool through 4th grade teacher did, since today was their first day of having their kids remote. Some of those comments were really good. The feedback that they were collaborating together and staff and helping each other out. STEM, we've been doing a lot of stuff with STEM. Some examples, Mr. Leggett's class, there's been multiple things you've probably seen on social media. Ms. Harper's foods class also was doing some things with STEM. Her 5th graders, there was a boy that actually yesterday on remote made lunch for his family. So if you look at the picture, it's posted. He's got like 6 grilled cheese on this griddle that he's making lunch for his family. It's pretty cool. Ms. McElarney had done an egg drop over here at the high school, and Ms. Vinegar and Mrs. Danford made solar ovens with their 4th grade science classes, and they went outside and made s'mores. So a lot of cool stuff going on, hands-on, fun, yummy stuff. We did a building pumpkin drop with Mr. Leggett's help and some others, and we had 9 classes participate. And Mr. Huck over here at the high school made a real nice award. Teachers and kids have hanging outside of the classrooms for various categories that they participated in. It was fun. We just wrapped up, I think Lauren talked about it a little bit last month, the SOS training with Chris, Lauren, Emma, and Robbie. Chris and Jules shared a video presentation, and they also embedded 2 to 3 video clips inside of that. And then those ladies also followed up and met with students in 5th through 8th grade. Think about all the social and emotional things going on,
and we haven't had our hands on our kids really since March and everything they've been dealing with. And there were several students they met with about different concerns, and they contacted their families and also followed up with them. Robbie and Chris are doing a CARES class, peer exploration and emotional regulation class. We had with Chris, she does the careers aspect of it. She actually had a Fuji event and did a presentation in the class with the kids, talking about what they can offer and do, and then also job opportunities in the future for kids. Talking about love and a lot, so I really spun that in, telling Mr. Danis, sharing with Mr. Danis all the great things we had going on up here at the high school. Robbie is doing, Robbie's our TBS, our therapeutic behavior specialist, and she's such a blessing in our building for a lot of our kids that she can go and we're wearing her out and filling up to buy her a new pair of shoes at Christmas time. She's working with students in this class with Chris on the zones of regulation. So they're talking about, the red zone, your heart rate's increased, that's when anger and you're out of control. Why are you there? What are coping strategies you can do? And they have a real nice visual. And then they come down and talk about the blue zone, lower heart rate, moving slow, tired, bored. Why are you there? What are coping strategies to get you there, out of it? The yellow zone, high heart rate, silly wiggly, high energy, loss of control. And why am I there? What are coping skills I can do and relax? And then the green zone, the normal regulated heart rate. You're ready to learn, you're focused, you're calm. Why are you there? Good behaviors. And then today they actually did an assignment online, and they talked about those different zones. So if you're in a red zone, what does it look like? Well, the kids were sharing with each other, how can I get myself out of that zone? So great stuff going on as well in that class. A couple more things. I won't share them all with you. We have our, unless you want me to, we have preschool through the 4th grade students of the grading period. We also have the 5th through 8th grade students of the grading period and set pride winners. And then Justin had mentioned too, our IT winners. I got their pictures for Danielle. We had 3 in our building this time. One was Lauren Thompson. We just felt, the things that she's doing for everything going on, working with the health department, identifying needs of our kids in the building, answering the phone on the weekends and in the evening to try to do contact tracing and things. She's just done a fantastic job. Donna Michelin was another one, and this is good for Donna. Donna joked with us that she actually was on vacation in Daytona when our cook staff, we had to send those guys home that one day, and it was a real exciting morning when Lauren comes and says, "Hey, I need you." Our cafeteria staff has to go home because they're all quarantined. Okay. We got through, it was awesome. But Donna was gone. When Donna came back, they were gone. So she worked with food service and really coordinated and grabbed a couple of other aides. And it was really good for her. She spearheaded trying to keep track of the food, get everything in order, get all our kids fed, and she did a nice job with that. And of course, Philip also, go on and on to what Philip does with IT for us. We did a new network, and we're still working with X-Tech and working out some kinks and bugs. They just dispersed new Chromebooks into the 3rd grade, and an 8th grader on deck, ready to go. So the ever-evolving technology world, the cafeteria, we're super excited. They just hung the projector in there today. We got 2 big speakers ready, so we'll be able to have meetings and different presentations in there. That's a couple things going on in our building.
Good job. Thanks, Dave. Just give you an update regarding our COVID related data. As of today, we have 9 staff members who are considered as positive cases. We have 6 students, 1 each, 6 different grade levels that have tested positive. In addition to our positive staff cases, we have 11 other staff that are currently quarantined, and we have 112 students currently, ordered to quarantine through the health department. So that December 1 date would put us in a situation where almost nearly all of our staff members will be released to come back. I will tell you, it's real. We have people on the list of testing positive who are, have slight symptoms, and we have some folks that are really, really struggling and really sick and really down. So, say a prayer for all those folks. because it is real. It's wiping some people out. They're very, very tired, high fevers, coughs. It's just been an exhausting experience for several of those folks. So as always, say a prayer for them, and kudos to everybody that keeps making things happen so we can move forward each day. So that's all we have tonight. Ed, on that.
Moving on, treasurer's report.
I have the minutes of our October 15th meeting attached for your approval.
Questions, comments? Motion? Lori, got it.
McElroy,
Yes.
Carpenter,
Yes.
Archer,
Yes.
Stottsbury,
Yes.
McKee.
Yes.
I have some financial reports attached for your approval. The disbursements list, the financial summary, one estimated receipt modification, and the 2 cafeteria reports.
Questions? See anything really standing out, was in trouble?
No.
Motion? Stottsbury, second. Carpenter?
Stottsbury,
Yes.
Carpenter,
Yes.
Archer,
Yes.
McElroy,
Yes.
McKee.
Yes.
And we're postponing the 5-year forecast.
All right. Anything else, John?
That's it.
Dan?
All right. Item 5.1 deals with personnel. You'll see a host of folks there. Kayla Schaefer, as you know, has been working, assisting Lauren since we began school after Labor Day. And I tell you what, truly has been a godsend and does great work. We needed to add her to the list tonight, just to put her in a proper classification. But nothing will change. She's been a tremendous help, and don't know how we would have done it without her. Supplemental contracts, see wrestling assistants, all the folks mentioned there, some volunteers, 2 additions to our substitute list, which is greatly needed, and then an administrative contract on a 1-year beginning November 23rd through July 31st is Aiden Theobald as tech assistant. Aiden, you want to come up and say hi to the gang? Your dad always likes to stay back there in the corner, but you can be the face of the organization. So, gang, welcome, Aiden, gang, Aiden.
Welcome on board.
He told me a while ago that it was that shit. Just kidding.
He was meeting with us, with Trent and I today when Dad was wrestling X-Tech, so we're sorry he missed that. Now we're gonna have to send the moose in. He's done great work already. We expect good things, so.
Yeah, the junior high girls basketball coaches, are them the coaches or them assistants or? I think is Hannah.
Hannah is the coach.
This will be the coaches, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna call you next, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's also our interpreter over there.
Or Brooklyn, actually.
Any other questions? Motion? McElroy, second.
Second.
Archer?
McElroy,
Yes.
Archer,
Yes.
Carpenter,
Yes.
Stottsbury,
Yes.
Yes.
McKee.
Okay, item 5.2, we've discussed this previously. Would ask for your approval for the memorandum of understanding with Noble Local Certified Teachers Association and Noble Local Support Association establishing conditions for use of leave for reasons of quarantine for COVID-19.
Motion? Stotsberry, second.
Second.
Carpenter?
Stotsberry?
Yes.
Carpenter?
Yes.
Archer?
Yes.
McElroy? Yes. McKee?
Yes.
That's all I have.
Slow
Slow month. Slow month.
Wow.
There could be a whole pile of stuff somewhere that we've. It's all possible.
Moving on to vocational, there's 2 board doc things on there.
I spoke with Lucy today, and she did write a note on to let you guys know that there were a few COVID cases at the Zanesville campus, but none at the Buffalo that she was aware of. So she just wanted to let you guys know that.
Superintendent's information.
Okay, first of all, you will see attached there the November policies for you to begin reviewing as a first read. You can see that they deal with pretty much executive sessions, deposit of funds, online acceptable use agreements. So take time to look over those between now and next month, and if you can let us know if you have any questions. All of these are required policies, so that'll keep our policy manual up to date and current. I've already given you the COVID data, and that's the thing I just want to reiterate is to remind folks, we are not out of school because we have such a high percentage of sickness and illness or school spread. We're out simply, it's a staffing issue. If you look around the state, that's really what is hampering everybody. So it's always difficult to get subs, but in this climate, it's even almost impossible. So we just wish those staff members well. And you think of the 17, 11 are quarantined without symptom. So we just hope everybody continues to stay safe and healthy. And we believe that our practices are good. We've yet to have, really anyone contract the virus as a result of school contacts. We do believe a lot of good things happen here to keep our people safe, and we still believe this is the best place for kids. One of the things, going back to the principal's report, we are talking about starting in January, we will have remote learning contracts. If people want to continue or request remote learning, we're going to ask them to visit a contract and make sure that they're understanding what their roles and responsibilities are, as well as what the responsibilities of the district and the classroom teachers are. Our DLT's putting that together. We do have, obviously safety is our top concern. And for those folks that feel like that's necessary, we're going to support them through remote learning. We will not hide from the fact, though, that we believe early data would suggest that the growth, academic growth of students that are learning remotely are not the same level as those that are with us face-to-face. So we want to make sure that we have those conversations. We want to make sure that parents understand, because my personal fear is if that gap continues to grow and get larger, it's going to be even harder to get that student engaged back into school. So those are difficult conversations to have, but it's certainly one that I don't want to share with parents. I don't want parents to be unaware of that gap that's being created. That doesn't mean that every kid on remote learning is not growing and not doing well, because we do have some cases where people are knocking it out of the park. But as a generalization, a lot of our remote learning folks are not performing equal to their face-to-face peers, and we're just concerned about that. We're going to share and have those conversations with individual families. We have to have a remote learning contract in place for January, which we will go ahead and call, will still be in the COVID era, but we're also having conversations about what remote learning possibly looks like in a post-COVID world. So we're developing contracts so everybody understands their responsibilities. The Green Acres Farm update, Kleinger's was on property last week, getting some more detailed survey information of the property across the street, as well as about 5 to 7 acres at the farm complex. Soil sampling, those things, if they haven't happened already, will be happening very soon. We had a second meeting with the advisory group. Cannot say enough about that group. Group of what I would call community experts. I mean, it's just a fantastic blend of folks that came together. A portion of us spent an hour and a half or so with Kevin at the research farm. Don Jones, our state rep, spent the whole day with us. He was here for the entire day and also was at the research farm. Kevin, you want to add anything about that?
I just appreciate him coming and being interested in it, as far as that. It's very, very new thing for around here. If we get that support from the representatives, it's awesome.
Yep.
And you're right, it is a good group of people that come on board with that.
Yeah. So when that
It's very energetic.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's great. We came back here afterwards and had some other folks from the committee join us, and we started meshing ideas, and Josh is trying to continue to boil that down into, a more detailed design, but that's rolling. Our plans was to bring some plans to fruition and go out to bid, probably late February, March, with, possible construction beginning late spring, early summer, in time for school to open in August. So I feel like right now we're on track. Winter sports information. We still have capacity limits, which is 15%. In this climate, you are allowed to, apply for an exemption to have more. This is certainly not the climate to do that. So we're starting out with our total capacity in the high school gymnasium is 127. That's the reduced number. The SES capacity is 102. So beginning the year, boys and cheer will get 3 tickets per family. Girls basketball will get 4 tickets each. That's because of the difference in roster size. SES, boys, cheer, and girl will each get 2 tickets each. All visitors will be capped at 2 per family and 40 total. We're not allowing cheer to travel or visiting cheer to come to our place. And this is kind of the recommendation that we're seeing across the state and through the health departments. So we'll keep you posted. I don't know that I'll go ahead and give you a Ohio High School Athletic Association update. We are not delaying or postponing winter sports. Our thought process was if we predetermine a date, let's say mid-January, then we're reducing that window from January to March to have a season. We know that there's a lot of issues going on right now with the virus throughout the state, but we believe keeping that window to the largest extent possible is going to give people more opportunities to work around virus-related issues, and still hopefully more time will equal more opportunities for kids. So we did decide yesterday, along with the governor's office, to proceed as planned. Less than 24 hours before 6 state championship football games that were scheduled for Columbus. In about an hour's time today, we moved those games to Massillon Paul Brown Stadium, and even convinced Hoban High School to agree to play Massillon at their home field for state championship. Wish me luck this weekend.
You're going to get a lot of calls.
So that's it.
So I got one.
Yes.
I've got things given up for discussion. I had some parents contact me about these Chromebooks. Can we upgrade those or get a bigger screen? A lot of kids are either starting to look at a smaller screen.
We could, but that would be up to you guys.
Yeah,
We're gonna make them bigger, but
How much?
the cost factor, right now we have this They weren't purchasing Chromebooks to today, we purchased close to 50 back.
One last thing.
We upgrade
Small
from
one
screen to
shot.
$100 more.
Well,
Yeah, good enough.
Can we do for people that, really need it, can we do a monitor? And is there attachment on these?
Some of the Chromebooks do have these going out, a lot of them don't.
Right.
There are, we still have to make. For the cabinet.
so for a short-term fix, it's really not an option, because,
This thing, we get a replacement.
yeah, you mean in the future. Yeah, and the likelihood, we got an order, Philip can elaborate, we got an order that had been back ordered for some time, so the delay on that kind of equipment right now is. Yeah,
There's a lot of students. Yeah, we can. Okay. Pricing those out and letting her know.
I think it'd be good to look at. I mean, I know at home, Brooke takes mine, uses it more than she does her little one.
Yeah.
This was,
But the counterpoint to that is, a lot of them have a Chromebook experience.
well, this is true.
Or both.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad.
Where do you get on this? Anybody else got anything?
I got a quick question, on the practices. I never thought of this moving the way to work, like when they're starting at 3, how is that possible? Are they gonna adjust that schedule a little bit?
what do you mean?
Like, the practice was 3 to 5 today, but school isn't over till 2:48, and they're not just walking down the hallway anymore, how do we,
Who's practicing?
boys choose how to?
Well, they can come early.
But it,
You mean if they're in class?
yeah, if they're in class.
I'll have to ask Gabriel, what time did?
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Class is still coming, you can't be in transit, I got you, I got you.
Yeah, so I just,
Is
I
it 4
think,
o'clock today or no?
no, it's 3 to 5. And I don't think anybody thought about, I never thought about it either till, I thought it was
Still, they all
still
got there at 3:30?
probably.
But when you do that, when you change all those, that there's off the entire night.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
third graders going home at 9,
Mhm.
8:30.
And well, I'm just saying, cause that's what the,
Hopefully we'll be done here in a week.
uh,
Hopefully we'll be done with it here in a week.
oh, yeah.
We'll cross our fingers.
Yeah. And I never thought that would make sense. I'm saying, yeah, question for big day, he said, he's 5 minutes from school, he said, well, I said, what are you talking about? He said, 3 o'clock, right?
They must have, because I was on the afternoon bus duty yesterday. I know there were 4 or 5 girls that came in about 10 or 4 after 3. So,
I bet never thought about it. I wouldn't.
Anybody else got anything? Constance, you good?
I'm good.
Okay. I'll now accept a motion to enter an executive session to consider the matters required to be kept confidential by federal law and regulations for state statutes. Carpenter, second.
Hey, guys, thank you.
McEnroe.
Carpenter,
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
McElroy,
Yeah.
Archer,
Yes.
Stottsberry, McKee.
Yes.
They can't teach your votes, what do it's kids?
I don't know what your goodie bag is, a lot of times it's,
But.
708, okay, Ed?
I didn't do it, I forgot.
708.
I'm gonna take home.
Somebody, no one's been out for the count the whole time, but some have been in and out, so it's crazy. It affects everybody differently. Some people have been positive and have been.
Are we offline?
Not yet.
It does.
Oh, that one, Kevin was trying to access, looked like a bunch of DOC files.
Yes, and he kept saying I didn't have access.
No, he was trying to access them, and he clicked on them, and nothing